Hello and welcome. I am Sai, and today I'm here, another video for things very good. And this time we're going to be looking at a guy who has a YouTube channel called the FreeMelon Society, and he claims that he is a raw fruitarian, and in his fruitarian diet claims that he once in a while eats nuts, but it's like very rare. I think he said something like once a year or something like that. So first of all, we want to just see, can you really be this strong athletically, calisthenics wise? Can you do what I'm going to show you that he's doing and do it as a fruitarian? So let's take a look at what he's doing.
Healthy, can't be strong, can't put on or maintain muscle? Well, I guess the following is just my rampant imagination.
With the memories like a symphony, and you and we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah.
So now that you've seen what he is doing and you have an idea that he is pretty athletically able, I want to show you what he says that he eats in a day. And I want you to keep in mind that this did progress over time. It changed. I guess he used to eat more than once a day, but this is what he says he eats in a day. So let's have a look.
As of what I eat right now, currently I eat one meal a day with no snacks, no anything in between, and I don't need it, right? I feel fine throughout the day. So one meal a day of one particular fruit. That's pretty much it. So why don't I take you to the kitchen and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I'm here in my kitchen and I'm going to open up my fridge and show you what's in my fridge, what I keep in my fridge. This will be either a meal for one day or 2 days, depending on how I feel. That's 2 cantaloupes. So that's it. That's what I'll eat. Maybe next time I go to the store, I'll pick up, a blueberries, and that'll be a meal. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up grapes. That'll be a meal, right? So just one fruit during the day, one type of fruit during the day, and I'll eat whatever I feel like in about an hour and a half or so, and that's it for the meal. And that's what I eat in a day. So I pick a fruit, I eat it in an hour or so, or slightly over, slightly less, depending on how long it takes to finish the fruit meal, and that's it.
So now you know what he says that he eats in a day. And the question is, can he get enough calories from what he says he eats in a day to maintain any kind of muscle at all? And does he get enough protein? Well, let's take a look, because I have already taken a look. I put this into a tool called Chronometer to see. Let's say that he gets 2 large cantaloupes, and we'll see what that shows us. Okay, so here we are on Chronometer, and I just wanted to show you I have entered 2 cantaloupes fresh, and we went with the large size to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's eating, that those cantaloupes are the biggest you could get, so we could give him the maximum amount of calories. And you can see here that if this is true, he would only be getting 553.52 calories, and or 554 calories. We can look that he'd be short in calcium, iron, fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, and potassium are all good, but he's obviously short in B12 and folate. But we're just looking here and trying to see, is this possible? So you can see he's getting some of his B vitamins, a lot of them. Potassium is fine. Magnesium is okay. I mean, it's about half of the magnesium a person normally needs, but he's lacking in a lot of different vitamins for sure. The question is he really doing this? Is he doing this regularly, eating one time a day? And is he able to maintain himself and do the fitness type activities that he does on 554 or so calories? Now you've seen what he says that he eats in a day, and you see that he's getting 13 point something grams of protein. So the question then becomes, can he really maintain himself on this type of calories and protein and basically recover from whatever he does muscularly from his workouts? You know, I have to really question whether or not he's actually doing this. Meaning, is he cheating somewhere and doing something else? And this means no offense to this person from FreeMelon Society. And if by chance you happen to be watching this, I would like to know, what else might you be eating? And do you normally eat more than 2 melons? Because it seemed that you said that that would be your meal for the day. You eat 1 fruit meal a day. So do you normally eat more than that? And how much protein do you actually usually get? Let's just take a little bit of a look at what else that he has eaten, so you can kind of get an idea of what potentially he might be eating along with this.
What did I eat today? I had a papaya and 5 persimmons? There you go. That's what I ate today. You know, what's a fruit? Any fruit? I like fruits. Favorite meals? Pears. I mean, I like pears. So I'll grab five pears or whatever and eat that. That's a meal. I like tomatoes. I could grab a bunch of tomatoes and just eat them. If you have actual sun-dried tomatoes, sometimes I'll slice up the sun-dried and I'll throw that in there. A salad for me would be less of a salad and more of a tomato bowl with lettuce, mixed in there. What else do I like? I like melons. A melon's a meal, just like before. One thing I experimented with very recently is a raw sushi wrap. I took a sushi wrap, a banana, and sun-dried tomatoes, and I just rolled that up and made sushi with it. And it was delicious, right? So that's something fun that you could do. Now, again, is that what I do, a lot of the time? No. I mean, takes way too much effort. I'd much rather just bring home a papaya, cut it open, and eat it, which is what I do most of the time with whatever my meal is. Just, eat the fruit. I used to eat fruit. Right, when I started off as a fruitarian, I would have approximately 2 meals a day, sometimes 3. I would say more so 2 meals a day with snacks in between. If I have a meal in the morning-ish or afternoon, it would have been a smoothie. I liked smoothies, so maybe a smoothie or a combination of 2 to 3 fruits per meal. I could have something like lightly cooked apples with banana. I could have had a smoothie of mango, banana, and berries. That's a meal. If I was still hungry after the meal, then maybe I could grab a couple of dried fruits like raisins or dates or figs.
So I did find this underneath his video, a second video he made about what he eats. And somebody asked him how many calories he eats, and he says it really depends. Some days I could be as low as under 1,000, other days as high as the putative 2,000-ish. It's fun sometimes to measure what you eat and where it scores, but highly unnecessary if you pay attention to the obvious and general rules of natural eating. Still not sure I believe that, but hey, that's what he says, so we'll take his word for it for now. So now you've seen he eats mainly fruit and maybe sometimes vegetables, but mostly fruit or fruit juice. And I'm really questioning, can he actually do this? And could he recover? I have seen a lot of different fruitarians, and usually the fruitarians are skinny beyond FreeMelon society. Some of them look like they're ready to die. They usually look unhealthy over time. I personally did 8 months of just raw food, which included a lot of fruits, but also vegetables and nuts and seeds and oils. And I did get very, very skinny by the end of this. I mean, I was really skinny compared to myself, like super skinny. So I believe that he might feel good eating this way for a period of time. Will his bones hold out long term? He's been doing this for 4 years. Will he be able to keep it up long term? I know a long-term vegan who just in the last 2 years has broken his hip, and then he broke 2 other bones in his leg. And he has been a vegan for a really very long time, and he's not even a fruit-based vegan. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe fruit-based vegans do better. So let's just look at one more thing really quick. Let's look at his blood test. He has a couple of blood tests that he did before and after eating fruit, in case you wonder about his blood sugar. So let's take a look at this.
So that is the amount of grapes that I decided that I would force myself to eat. Even if I had reached satiety already, I wanted to keep going and eat just way too much and see what my blood sugar response is as a fruitarian of more than 3 years now. So the first thing we do is we take our resting blood sugar level. So this is in the morning without having any food or, I don't even think I had water yet when I took this blood sugar reading, but definitely no food, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, so here we go. We are about to take our first little reading here. Okay, 4.7. My resting blood sugar came out to 4.7 millimoles per liter, which equals 84.6 milligrams per deciliter, depending on which system or which metric you're using. Of course, this definitely falls in the range of people with normal blood sugar. I think in the lower end of people with normal blood sugar, and it is out of the range of people with diabetes and out of the range of people with pre-diabetes as well. Then we have 2 hours after the meal, and at the 2 hour mark, I measured my blood once again, and we came up with 5.1 millimoles per liter, which equals 91 milligrams per deciliter, depending on which metric you're using. A 5.1 millimoles per liter blood sugar level. These are measures of very, very normal, very strong glucose responses. I'll flash some charts on the screen for you. You can also Google this and take a look and find what average blood sugar levels are supposed to be for people without diabetes, for people with diabetes. You can compare these numbers. If you want to check me on this, feel free. I'll post some pictures and charts for you though.
All right, so you can see his blood sugar is good. I guess the reason I wanted to make this video is because it's very interesting what this person does. I always find it fascinating when people claim these crazy things about the way that they eat, and wonder, are they really doing it, and will they be able to maintain long term? And my best guess is anybody who's fruitarian is not going to be able to maintain long term, and they're going to probably not even be vegan long term, because it just seems like it's too hard for people to actually stay healthy doing that. But maybe he will. The other thing is that I would say that just being vegan in general, I don't really think that works long term for anybody. But I do know that I did it for a long time, and I know other people who have, and they usually believe they're healthy, and then at some point I do believe their health suffers as a result. So I'm not recommending to do this, but it is inspiring just to see if this guy's really able to maintain this level of athletic ability and he's eating this way, then more power to him. That's pretty amazing. I still question whether he's going to be long term, but you know, it's inspiring. So kind of wanted to just share this with you, give you a different perspective, make you question what you think. Also wanted to show you, he claims that he feels good all the time, and he claims his pipes are clean, and that's why he breathes good.
Now I no longer have mucus, ever. I can breathe in and out with clean tubes, clean pipes every single day without fail. Clean pipes. No matter what I do, I cannot produce mucus because there is no necessity for my body to generate that mucus because the diet is clean.
So I personally don't think that mucus is an issue, but he claims, you know, that all foods besides fruits basically create mucus in your body, and that's why you basically won't be healthy unless you're just eating fruit. And we've obviously seen that people can be fit, and it seems to be healthy, not eating that way. So I don't agree with him, and he obviously believes that he's like a vegan when it comes to eating animals, believes that that is not a good thing to do. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to support me in this channel, you can always find links below the video where you can support me and benefit yourself too. And thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.